Hi, welcome to this week's episode of our Town Hall series. I'm Kasey D'Amato, President of Certified PA Consulting. Every single week we post a new video. Hopefully it will help you if you are a PA or if you are an employer of PAs, understand PA compensation structures, common terms of contracts, business of medicine, making career transitions clinical or non-clinical, and everything related to professional development, business development, career trajectory. We are certified life coaches and business coaches. We are PAs ourselves, myself, my business partner, Catherine. Danielle is also on our team, another PA. And we help dozens of PAs every single week. We have been around since 2009. So for a long time, we are not new kids on the block by any means. And the reason we started Certified PA Consulting is because we have unique background in business. So while we are PAs, we also have been practice managers of multi-million-dollar practices. We are business owners of non-clinical businesses. We've sold businesses and we've done everything in between. So now we dedicate our career to helping other people understand how to negotiate, why salary structures are the way that they are, how to negotiate like a business owner, if you will, how to take ownership of your career trajectory to really put it on the path to accelerate yourself to get to where you want to be. So every single week we put out a new video. We have tons of free content on our website at certifiedpaconsulting.com. Don't forget to click the links below. Check out all of our resources. Today I want to talk about if PA salaries cap at a certain level of experience. And this comes up a lot with our clients who, let's say, have 10, 15 years of experience, and all of a sudden they're feeling like it's hard to negotiate at this point in their careers. And to some extent, that's true. And it's true also of physicians, and it's true also of nurse practitioners, and it's true also of most healthcare providers, dentists, chiropractors, et cetera, because as healthcare providers, we are all essentially trading time for money. So we can only see so many patients in a day, and we typically bill out similar per day for the type of patients that we see, procedures that we do. So our reimbursements tend to be pretty similar at a certain level of experience, month over month. The revenue that we generate for the business is pretty similar month over month at a certain level of experience. At the beginning, that's all growing and we're learning new skills and we're more comfortable seeing more patients and we're doing more procedures. And as we develop that skill set, but at a certain level of experience, we hit this plateau where we are seeing the amount of patients we're comfortable seeing per day. We're doing the procedures that we are, become experts in doing those procedures, and there's not really more to do. Maybe a little bit, maybe something small new that we could learn that's a new modality or something like that, but probably not something that's earth-shattering when it comes to significantly increasing our revenue the way it is early in our careers. So when that happens with healthcare providers, we can hit a level of burnout because it feels like we're not making progress anymore. All of a sudden, the negotiation process is challenging. There isn't any more money in the business to pay us because we are at a certain point where the ecosystem within that environment, within that practice or that facility, if we're not generating more or we're not bringing more value in another way, where's that money going to come from that's going to increase our salary? So now we could take on additional projects. So maybe that's a research project, or maybe that is some other type of evening clinic or something like that. And that's different. Then yes, definitely the compensation could increase. But if we're doing our I'll call it the 9 to 5, right? If we're doing our same hours, same patients, same procedures, probably the revenue is going to be similar. And so if you're in that percentage, which we've talked about in other videos, on that percentage spot for a healthy business model, there probably isn't a lot of room for salary negotiation. So is that something to be upset about? It is what it is in really almost all service professions. So, and even outside of medicine, even if we think about accountants or attorneys and almost anybody who provides a service for somebody, there's only so many minutes in the day and only so many patients or clients that you can serve in your day and the type of services that you provide. So if the revenue is plateau, then there really isn't any more room for the salaries to increase in a service-based profession. So what is so important to be aware about this? It never hurts to try, number one. It never hurts to try and negotiate. It never hurts to get creative in your ways to negotiate. And also thinking about other areas that you can advance your life. So maybe it's true that in your clinical career, you hit this certain point. So maybe it's time to think about, okay, well, how do I make progress from that point? How do I take that money that I'm making and invest that in ways that makes baby money, right? So that maybe I'm not negotiating an increased salary, but I'm being more intentional about how I'm taking that salary to invest that so that that's making me more money. So those of you who know me know I am extremely interested in real estate. I have 9 properties that are rental income properties. And so that's one way that I've invested my income as a PA into another vehicle that is then going to make money. So I've taken a portion of that salary that I've made over my career and then put that into a vehicle that will continue to make money and make exponentially more money than I would have made in my clinical career. And you can do this also with other investments. It doesn't have to be real estate. It could be other index funds. It could be stocks. It could be crypto. It could be, investing in startup companies, investing in your own company. I've done that as well. So even though as service providers, the salaries may get to a point that feels like there's not much more you can do, you can get creative within your practice if you want to bring some more value to the table. Again, something that's going to generate money like research or things like that. And then there's things you can do outside in your life. So don't underestimate things that you can do outside that can then advance your household income. So we do make enough money in the United States as healthcare providers that if you are smart about the money that you are making with your primary active income, if you're putting that into other vehicles that will make you more money, then in essence, you are increasing your revenue. You are giving yourself a raise. You are generating an increase in your overall net worth over time. I am in my mid 40s now. I have a net worth well into the multi 7 figures, not from my PA salary specifically, but how I use that salary and what I've done with it, investing in my business ventures, investing in real estate, investing in some index funds, and working with my certified financial planner. So it's important to think about, do salaries cap at a certain level of experience? To some extent, yes, but there's always creative ways you can bring more revenue to the table and negotiate a higher salary. And remember, when you're feeling that may be approaching for you in your career, really think about what are you doing with that, and make sure that you have really intentional goals in every aspect of your life. So your career goals, your financial goals, your relationship goals, and you're putting energy and attention into everything. Make sure that you're not focusing all of your attention only on your clinical role and advancing your clinical skills and only there, and you're ignoring the other areas of life, because that's when people will get into trouble and really feel that burnout. And if you can start dabbling in, okay, I have this income and it's a nice income, how do I use that income to then make more outside of my clinical practice? And that's what it's all about when you hit that certain level of experience. So we've got lots of resources. I've got resources on my personal page, KaseyD'Amato.com. And we also on Certified PA Consulting. Take advantage of Master the Boss Mindset to learn if you do have room to negotiate. Master the Boss Mindset is our on-demand course. On our website, it's 6 hours with a 15-page workbook, and will teach you to understand if there's room to negotiate. And we also offer career coaching and life coaching for those people who aren't really sure. You're feeling burnout. You're feeling at that experience midpoint in your career, wondering, okay, now what? What's next? I feel like I've hit a plateau and it's frustrating because I'm not making progress. What can I do to make more progress? So take advantage of our services. That's why we're here. That's why we do what we do. And I hope that our resources are helpful for you. All right, everybody, have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week.